ratio of energies of the electron in hydrogen atom. We will talk only about the hydrogen atom. So the energy associated with this electron are the potential energy, kinetic energy, total energy and the binding energy. And I have told you that kinetic energy is always positive, potential energy always negative, total energy also negative, binding energy is always positive. So now let us find that what will be the relationship for these. Kinetic energy of electron. Now this kinetic energy equal to plus 13.6 into 1 upon n square electron volt. The potential energy of electron. Now this potential energy equal to minus 27.2 into 1 upon n square electron volt. This is not so much. The total energy of electron. Now this E is equal to minus 13.6 into 1 upon n square electron volt. So much. The binding energy of electron. Now this binding energy is equal to plus 13.6 into 1 upon n square electron volt. Now we have to find the ratio of these energies, because this is generally asked in the multiple choice questions. So now I will take the two of these energies and then all these energies. Ratios. Now then how to find that this kinetic energy ratio potential energy, this is equal to, now you can see this is now 1 ratio minus 2. This is just double of this one. This is now one relationship. We can also write it to be or potential energy ratio kinetic energy. Then this is minus 2 ratio 1. Remember that which physical quantity has been taken first, that will come out to this on this side the first, and the second place that will come out to on the second place. If the energy is positive, then you write down positive. If it is negative, then you write down the negative. So that will be the correct relation, because this shows that which energy is positive and which energy is negative. Now let us take potential energy, the kinetic energy ratio, the total energy, this total energy, this one, this to this one. So now this we can have this 1 ratio minus 1, because this is now negative and this is now positive. So kinetic energy is positive, total energy is negative, so this is now 1 ratio, like this. Or E ratio kinetic energy, then this is minus 1 ratio 1, right? So this will change because we have changed the ratio of these energies. So this is now energy to the kinetic energy and then potential energy to total energy. Potential energy ratio total energy. Now you can see that these both are negative, but potential energy is 2 times of this total energy. So this is now your minus, so minus will not be there, so this is now 2 ratio 1. Both are being negative, the ratio will be the positive. So this is now relation. Or E ratio potential energy, this is 1 ratio 2, like this. So if we change these physical quantities, then this will change. So you can see that the total energy is 2 times, the total energy is half of the potential energy, while here the kinetic energy, potential energy are the same ratio, but the total energy is negative and kinetic energy is positive. Now then we can have this to all these, then we are coming to the binding energy. So now this kinetic energy ratio binding energy. Now these two are the same one, so we will have relation 1 ratio 1. 1 ratio 1. So whether you write down this binding energy ratio kinetic energy, this even it will come out to be 1 ratio 1. So both are equal. And now this potential energy ratio binding energy, this is equal to, now potential energy is equal to minus so much, this is now so much, so this value is 2 times of this one. So potential energy, that is now minus 2 ratio 1. This is now so much. Now if we change to this one, then the binding energy ratio potential energy, then this will be now 1 ratio minus 2. This is not so much. So we can write to this one in this way also. Now then potential energy, the total energy. So total energy ratio binding energy. Total energy is negative, so this is now minus 1 ratio 1. Or binding energy ratio total energy, this is equal to 1 ratio minus 1. So these are the ratios of these energies of. Now we take the ratio of all these energies. Suppose I take this kinetic energy ratio potential energy ratio total energy. Then kinetic energy, this is now same one, so this is now your -1, this is now 1 ratio -2 ratio -1, because potential energy, total energy are negative, and potential energy is 2 times of all these two energies. So now we are having to this one -2. So this is now like this. We can write to this one in many ways. Suppose I have taken to this one, if I take this total energy ratio kinetic energy ratio potential energy, then this will be what? Total energy, this is now -1, kinetic energy 1, potential energy -2. So I can also write to this one in this way. Now if I take all the 4 quantities, so keeping these 3 quantities in the mind, you can have the ratios of different relations. If I take the kinetic energy ratio potential energy ratio total energy ratio binding energy, I am taking all the 4 energies. All the 4 energies. Then what will happen? That this is equal to kinetic energy. This is now 1. Kinetic energy is positive. Potential energy, this is now your -2. Total energy, this is now -1. And the potential binding energy is equal to 1. So this will be the relation. So if we change this order, then this will also change. But always remember that the potential energy is -2, total energy is -1, and remaining the kinetic energy and binding energy are always +1 and +1. So this will have the ratio of all these 4 energies of the electron in the hydrogen atom. So these are the relations which if you remember, then you can answer the multiple choice question immediately. So thank you very much.